Welcome to Utility Room Brewing. This video describes how to repair a small crack in a concrete brewery floor. As I was preparing my brew space, I noticed a crack in the floor of the concrete under the area I wanted to brew. The crack was not huge, but it was large enough so that any liquids from the brewery would go into the crack, and I didn't want that going under the concrete. The crack was just a little narrower than the width of a penny, as you can see. Use eye protection for this next part. Attach a wire wheel brush to a drill and run it down the entire length of the crack. This will clean out any loose pieces of concrete and then prepare the concrete surface to adhere to the sealant. Use Quikrete concrete crack sealant according to the instructions on the bottle. Fill the crack with the liquid Quikrete crack sealant. Use enough to cover the edges all the way to each side of the crack. Don't use too much because you will need to sand it smoothly after it dries. The liquid's going to settle down in the crack. Get it in there as best as you can. Allow 24 hours to dry. As you can see in the photo, as the sealant dries, it could leave air gaps. After 24 hours of drying time, you will need to apply a second coat of the sealant to fill in any of those holes. After all of the gaps are filled and dried, the next step is to use a diamond abrasive pad to sand down the excess of material and make it level with the existing floor. The diamond pad worked much better than regular sandpaper for me when using the Dremel or the multi-tool. Here's what it looked like after the diamond pad had been used to sand the material down level with the concrete floor. In the photo, you can see some light colored concrete where I sanded down extra area around the crack to make it smooth. Vacuum and sweep really well, and your floor is essentially done and can be used as is. You could also optionally then add a paint or epoxy to the floor covering. I chose to cover the whole floor in a two-part epoxy floor covering. I will describe that in a separate video.